Hi, I'm Gretchen Wieners, and I love listening to Virgin Radios. It's so fetch.
That is so fetch. Mean Girls is in Toronto until August 25th. And I am so excited because we have a special guest in the Virgin Radio studio, Kristen Amanda Smith, a.k.a. Gretchen Wieners.
Yes, hello. I'm so excited to be here.
Oh, we are so excited to have you. And welcome to Toronto. It's your first time, right?
Yes, it is. Thank you.
What are the initial impressions of the city? Because you've been traveling now for some time for the North American tour of the show.
Yeah, I always love a city vibe. Like, where I went to college was a city, like, campus. I'm from New York, so it's, like, very reminiscent of that. Just, like, a smaller, cleaner version of where I'm from. So I feel very comfortable here. And,
Nice.
yeah, I've had a great time.
Amazing. I mean, most people, I would venture to say, are very familiar with the Mean Girls story, the plot, the characters.
Yeah.
But if for some reason there is someone who is not fetch enough to it all, can you tell us what to expect from the Mean Girls show? Again, that's at Royal Alexandra Theatre, running until August 25th. Like, what can audiences expect when they're in those seats?
You can expect to have an amazing time and to go home feeling better than when you walked into the theater. There are so many of the iconic lines from the original 2003 film, but there's also some new lines, and then there's, the big spectacle musical numbers, and, it's a really, like, heartfelt coming of age story that I feel like everyone young and old can relate to. And yeah, it's going to be a great time. So bring your family and your friends.
Before we jumped into the interview here, we were just chit-chatting a little bit about the differences in audiences and the energy. Because I had the chance, I was so grateful to see the opening night of the show. I thought it was a great energy, but I've heard from some performers that there's, depending on where you are in the world, there's a different energy from the crowd. Is this the show that you go to watch where you can scream and sing along and just say the lines with you guys? Like, what's the vibe in that sense?
Yes, like, we encourage that, obviously, like, within reason.
Yeah, no heckling.
Yeah, but yes, we want to know you're having a good time. Like, if you hear a line that you love or you think that was funny, like, laugh, like, yell after a number, like, clap really loud. Like, that lets us know that you enjoy what we're doing. And then even though we're having the best time on stage because it's what we love to do, that in turn lets us enjoy ourselves even further and have so much more fun. I love to say that the audience is like another cast member in our show because their reactions can sometimes inform, like, how we then,
Deliver the line.
and like things of that nature. So it's really fun.
Yeah, I mean, you had mentioned there the adaptation from the movie in 2003. For you, what was the preparation like doing? Of course, there's a difference. It's a musical.
Right.
There's dance numbers. There's singing in that. But for you, what was the intentionality going into a stage performance of this story?
I think it was just, it was really important to me to make sure that Gretchen was honest and authentic to who I am, because then it will read that way to people in the audience, and it'll then make them feel like they can relate to her instead of making her feel like this annoying, like, follower that it's like, it's really easy to fall into that when playing her. She's still a person and she has these layers, and just like every other human being. And I really wanted to show that. And that was very important to me in my audition process and preparing for the audition.
Yeah, I think one of the things that I really realize now is, like, being older, because it was over 20 years ago when the movie came out and it was huge, is that Gretchen is one of those characters that has a lot of redeeming qualities.
She does.
Right? Like, she, like you said, there's that follower. That is kind of at her core. That's what you kind of sink into, that relatability there. But she has so many soft moments, and I noticed you played it so beautifully where I'm like, damn, I really feel for Gretchen. Like, Gretchen deserves to have a win here.
Yeah, like, she's just like any other girl. She wants to be accepted by the people that she loves and admires, and she wants to, I don't know, like, just have, like, people appreciate her the way she appreciates others, and sometimes she's not the best in, like, expressing that, and maybe she'll, like, spill a few secrets or two that she shouldn't have to try to get somebody on her side. But we all make mistakes, and Gretchen she just wants to be loved and to love,
Yeah. I mean, you do such a good job playing the
Thank
role.
you.
So good. And I saw a couple months ago you had posted on your Instagram that for the first time, 3 Latinas made up the plastics on stage.
Yes.
For you as a Latina performer, what does it mean to have that representation on such a big show like Mean Girls?
It means the world to me. And I remember that day and how special it was. And we were all so, so, so excited. And that show just had such an energy of pride to it. And it just was such a great energy to like stand in and to feel and like think of like all of our ancestors who like worked so hard to be able to pave the way for us to have these opportunities that other people may get a little bit easier than we do. It was just such an amazing moment for us, and we had to document it. It was iconic.
I love that.
Yeah.
It was a really powerful picture, and you could feel the pride and joy.
We
just
were
like,
so happy.
Yeah. You are in Toronto for the next few weeks. I know as a performer, it's hectic between rehearsals and the actual show. Sometimes I know twice a day, right? Some of the days. What do you plan to do in your downtime in the city?
I was telling Aaron on our walk here, like the first day that we got here, we went out and we like bar hopped and we had like a good time. Yeah. I don't know where we were, honestly, if I'm being honest. I was just like, everyone was like, let's go out. We went out and it was such a good vibe. Like the city is so nice.
Summer in Toronto's pretty good. You picked a good time.
Yeah. And we went to Niagara Falls too, like because that's like, it's a little far, but like not that far.
Yeah.
And like it was so beautiful. I love it here and I'm so excited to hopefully come back one day.
Oh yeah, we welcome you back with open arms. Any time of year, probably don't come back in the wintertime. But like other than that,
summertime.
Summertime, spring, summer are vibes. To give our listeners a little preview, I guess, what are some of your favorite Gretchen Wieners lines?
Obviously it's so fetch.
Yes.
And sometimes I feel like an iPhone without a case. Or my other favorite, which is also our Regina's favorite, Maya, who's amazing. I love her. Every time she's like asked what her favorite line of the show is, she says, it's Gretchen's line in Act 2, where we come in from the party and are like, also someone, not me, barfed in your oven. Okay, fine. See you tomorrow. Like, I love those lines.
Oh my God, it's so good. I want to watch it again when you say the lines. Well, since we kind of got you in character a little bit, maybe we could do a little like Freaky Friday, even though it's not Friday, a little Freaky Friday here and have you are not Kristen right now doing the interview. Okay. You are Gretchen, okay? Answering these questions. Do you need to do like a process?
No, I'm dropped in.
Okay. You're in. Okay, Gretchen, what do you think of Toronto?
Toronto is so, so fetch. I would love to find a mall. You know, Regina was saying that she needs like a new belt and some like really cute boots. She saw these velvet ones at Shoo La La, so we're gonna go later today and I'm gonna help her like I always do because I love Regina.
Besties
for life.
Besties. Gretchen, what is the most fetch thing you've heard about the city?
The most fetch thing I've heard about the city would have to be probably, I don't know, the malls. Like all we do is go shopping. Like I love to shop.
Gretchen, why should everyone come watch you and the plastics in Mean Girls?
Everyone should come see me, Regina, and Karen because we're just so like iconic and everything we do is just amazing and everyone wants to do it too. And you should just come and like learn all of the rules so you can be just like us and it'll be an amazing time at the Royal Alexandria.
Can we sit with you?
Maybe.
Oh my God, I love it. We'll see. Okay. Gretchen, Kristen, thank you so much for spending some time with us today. Mean Girls, go see it. Royal Alexandra Theatre. It's on until August 25th. It's just the most fetch. I love it so much.
Yes. Thank you for having me.